Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 60. We are here on a Monday going to go ahead and talk about San Diego Loyal announcing El Clasico, as Carl from Bridge Barcata said. They're going to go up against 1904. We're also going to go ahead and talk about Champions League. The round of 16 just passed. Chelsea made it through. Told you. Made it past Atletico Madrid. We're going to talk about the quarterfinals coming up. And we also have the Community COVID Shield.
Yeah.
We're going into the semifinals for that. We're also going to go ahead and cover the FA Cup. Manchester United lost. Chelsea advances. But Man City is still the favorite for that. And then guess what, guys? Guess what? It's going to happen.
Give it to them.
NFL.
We're back talking NFL, guys.
Back-ish. Free agency. The drama, the contracts, the everything.
The lawsuits.
They're all back here on episode 60 of Two Balls and a Mic. But we're going to go ahead and save that a little bit for later.
Yep.
We were talking about...
Let's talk Loyal real quick.
All right.
So...
Right, quick.
SC Loyal played Galaxy, not Los Dos, the main Galaxy team, up in Carson. They played a different style. It was 260 matches that they called it. 45 minutes, 15-minute rest, and then the other 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. Then a second match, 45 minutes, 15-minute rest, 50 minutes. It seemed like it was two completely different games.
Yeah. Because
it was two completely different squads for both games. Trialist number 7 ended up scoring for Loyal.
Hey, Trialist number 7, shout out. It was vintage Trialist 7 play from what I heard.
Yeah.
So it was a good outing for what we hear for Landon Donovan. He himself was saying that they're ahead of schedule. I'm in talking with a couple of the people that are involved in San Diego Loyal and just talk Loyal in general. They're still talking about how these are preseason games that we still, don't know exactly what's going on. But
yeah. I still think fans would love to hear more about the preseason games and get a little more analysis of what's going on in the game. And
we'll do it. We'll do just put the highlights up. I mean, if we really want to talk about it, look, Trial is 7. Shout out. We will soon know your name, I hope, right?
Hopefully.
Will we know? I mean, if they don't make it, we won't know. They say hey, introducing Trialist 7, it's this kid.
I mean, at this point, just give us the names. What's the point? What's the point just calling them Trialist 7?
Just give us the name.
Let us know, hey, this is his name. He's still a Trialist. And he doesn't, if he makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, too bad.
That little run, left-footed shot tucked into the bottom left corner of the keeper. CJ.
See that guy with long hair. Who is that?
I love that guy with long hair.
For real.
That guy has personality, I could tell. As you can tell here, if you're watching on YouTube, LA Galaxy Los Dos is still yet to be followed by us. You got to earn it, guys. You got to earn it. And then these were some of the comments from Landon.
We got exposed in some ways, which really test us, and we had to solve some problems and make some tough decisions on the field. So I thought the effort was great. I thought they got a lot out of it, and to look at where our team is after 2 weeks this year versus 2 weeks last year, it's not even close. We are well ahead of schedule, and so I thought it was a really good.
So well ahead of schedule as we have that coming up. Hello. But no, definitely that's what Landon's saying, that we're ahead of schedule. If ahead of schedule means losing to Cal soccer 2-1 in the preseason, again, we're not really looking for results.
He's not looking for results. He's trying to see the chemistry of the team, who's going to play well together, who's not going to que no le va a echar huevos.
I mean, Trial of 7 is out there.
Trial 7 scored,
he's killing it.
He scored.
I mean, some of the updates that we're getting from San Diego Loyal include still shots. It is very close to the public and to the media. So there's a lot of people who are saying there are people asking us hey, what's going on? How do we know? Honestly,
no clue.
We were invited to go to a training, and this was prior to Cal United Soccer Strikers. Taco Bell as a sponsor, no.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we were
Taco Bell?
we were there. Yeah,
Stone Brewer.
Yeah, I mean, or any tacos.
Hay
really.
niveles.
Shout out Tacos del
Hay
Vaquero.
niveles, cabrón.
Yeah.
Chavalos, hay niveles con tus sponsors. Aquí, Tacos del Vaquero, Taco Bell. Bro, we even have better sponsors than Cal United
Hell
Circus.
yeah.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
But yeah, so it was also announced today on all official. I mean, let's go to there because I think they were the ones to announce it first, right? We have preseason for 1904 has been announced first. They said that they are in training ahead of the April 13th season opener. Look, 1904, San Diego team, San Diego soccer team, San Diego professional soccer team, NISA League. A team in the NISA League just went in and beat San Diego Loyal in a preseason, obviously. There's a lot of education that has to happen with people who are becoming fans of Loyal. Like, vatos.
Yeah.
Just because somebody's training with them doesn't mean that they're going to sign.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
people need to stay fit.
Yeah,
Like, I like it's weird, right? Like, say, LeBron James goes to the G League and starts tearing it up somewhere, and he's just there because he needs the reps,
Exactly.
and that's what it is. There was a lot of like, hey, what's going on here? But yeah, 1904 is back in training, and then they announced first San Diego football at its finest, grateful to return to the pitch, always happy to put in the work, and then little checkered flag. Preseason game number 1. So this is game number 1 for 1904 FC. Sunday, March 28th against San Diego Loyal.
Again,
And
people are going to ask, well, what's the difference between 1904 and San Diego Loyal?
well,
there's a lot of differences. San Diego Loyal, first of all, it's USL, which is, I guess, a more established league than NISA League, because NISA League is just pretty brand new. When it comes to fans, San Diego Loyal, mucho verito, the fans.
yeah,
And then 1904 is más raza.
from
If you want to put it that way.
and this is obviously from a limited experience, to be honest, a limited experience at
So talking to a few people that have
Lincoln.
gone to both games.
Yeah.
But
Cesar was there. Remember?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the atmosphere was pretty cool at 1904, but it was a high school stadium.
Yeah, and again,
I mean, I wish
look, they have their reasons, and they have the reasons. Look,
exactly.
that the
They lost
season
money in
tickets-
Qualcomm. They just lost money playing in Qualcomm. That's the sad truth.
Oh man,
Had they started just in Lincoln High School, they probably still have more money, maybe more better recruiting, and not having to do the whole camp, charging people $500 and stuff. But I mean, it is what it is. The team is there. They have good players. We're gonna see how they do against San Diego Loyal. San Diego Loyal obviously are the favorites in my opinion in that game. But again, it's gonna be a learning experience for both of them. There's no reason why this rivalry should have any bad blood.
I mean,
but I wouldn't.
maybe why not?
I wouldn't mind it.
Que haya madrazos, why
I
not?
wouldn't mind it.
So we retweeted the announcement from 1904, and we were like, El Clásico de San Diego? Question mark and upside down question mark in Spanish. And then our buddy Carl from Bridge Barcata says, people will hate me, but, quote, El Clásico. Travis loves it. Nate, Paul loves it. Everybody seems to love it. DK, prominent person here in San Diego, loved it. There was even Christina Birkenroad. Christina Birkenroad, who right now, shout out, is playing in Tijuana. Tijuana, Monterrey Femenil. Let's just check out how it's going as we're recording. It starts at 8. It already started. Why is there no live updates saying, hey, it started?
Come on, Google. Get your shit together.
Get your shit together, guys. But yeah, so a lot of hype for that coming up for this Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's a quick turnaround. They wanted Cholos.
They did.
I think everybody wanted Cholos. It just wasn't going to work this time around. Look, last time they were supposed to play them, the pandemic started. We're still in the pandemic. Obviously, things are just complicated right now logistically.
The thing that's complicated is crossing the border when you're not an American citizen. That's really complicated right now. And a lot of those players are not even Mexican to begin with. They're different nationalities. They have international passports, I'm assuming.
Let us know. We know a contact that is a professional lawyer, like a soccer player lawyer, like an athletic lawyer. So I'm actually curious, like how that works, like the passports, like work visas, like, hey, I'm only going for this day.
Well, fucking Cuba in the Gold Cup, whenever Cuba comes to the U.S. to play in the Gold Cup,
Se
they
quedan.
always end up like with half the team because all the players pegan fuga, güey.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
And dude, I can't blame them.
really
I
can't.
really can't. Like, that's the one chance to come to America, the one chance to stay here and work and get money and send to the family. They're gonna make more money working somewhere else than playing pro soccer in Cuba. Like, straight up.
Yeah. And it's a good thing that San Diego Loyal and 1904 are gonna clash coming up, because we want soccer to thrive here in our community. And look, if we have two soccer teams and two really good professional teams that are representing the city, I'm all for it. If we are lucky, we are knocking on wood. I think it's confirmed, but anything can happen from here up until the rest of this week. But we're trying. They said they're on board. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing it. But Coach Alex from 1904, head coach, is slated to come onto the podcast and discuss everything 1904. Because again, look, we're here to cover everything and anybody. And if 1904,
that's down to talk soccer, man.
Yeah, he's down to talk soccer, and he was down earlier, but now a couple
Pretty sure
months
he knows
earlier.
we're pretty tight with Loyal, so maybe.
Or he has no idea who the fuck. I mean, he knows like who we are in a sense. But
You need to let him know. Hey, dude, you know what? I'm fucking best friends with Landon Donovan.
I mean, if
What's
he
up?
wants to
You
be
wanna
best
my
friends, I'm
second
down.
best friend. You know what? Coach Alex is gonna become my
Your
best friend.
best friend. Do you like French stuff?
I like French toast.
French fries,
French
French
fries,
toast,
French girls,
French dressing, French dressing.
girls that speak French.
Parlez-vous français?
Not
But
guys that speak French.
definitely.
Oui.
Oui. But yeah, so that's coming up. Hopefully that does end up happening with Coach Alex. And then,
Oui.
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 Just let's not do that, because this is not going to get us a good friendship with him.
Oui.
Yeah.
I mean, that game's bound to happen on the 28th of March.
Yeah.
Which is next Sunday.
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 The giant used car tent sale. But yeah, so that's going
It'll
to
be at the Olympic Training Center, close to the public.
close to the public, close to the media, close to everybody.
Close to the media for now.
For now. That's what they said last time. But
maybe I'll get to go instead of Tony.
Again, to be fair, they did say, it says this is not to show off. People were like, hey, you're showing off. I was just there. No, look, I just happened to be around in Mission Valley and got everybody little souvenirs, and I am myself a season ticket holder, so we are allowed to just ask and ambulate. You know what ambulate means?
Yeah.
Just walk around.
Come on.
And say hi to some people. And look, it doesn't seem like it's it is somebody's fault, but there are powers beyond San Diego Loyal that are saying, hey, limit the access, limit this. It's not a necessarily good look to have crowd, like too many people. They seem to want more coverage, and they hear you guys, they hear us, they understand what's going on. But yeah, I mean, it's hopefully they'll learn, or somebody will just flip a switch. But again, it's powers to beyond the team itself that limit the media access for anything. It is a bummer, but yeah, that's that.
Now you guys know.
Ya saben, ya tú sabes. But yeah, exciting things here in San Diego happening.
Moving on from local soccer, we have a slightly smaller version of soccer called Champions League.
Oh yeah, smaller. I was like, the community COVID shield? No, but definitely Champions League is
so
in full swing.
Briefly going over round of 16. All the games were as expected.
Literally.
Like
Literally.
Like Man City dominó, Madrid dominó, Liverpool dominó, Chelsea 3-0 aggregate.
How about that? Savic is a complete monster. Deserves to be banned for life from the beautiful game for that atrocious, just filthy.
Was that the elbow?
Disgusting.
Like the slight touch of the elbow?
Hi, Ian Rappaport. Hi. Hello.
Like the slight touch of that elbow? Are you talking?
That was. I mean, I don't know how the team didn't just feel the seismic shock from that call, man. Let's see if I can You can see it. Hopefully, it's a.
It looks like FIFA straight up.
It might be. You never know. It is FIFA.
It is FIFA.
That's great. Look at that. Look at that.
Come on.
So Rudiger and friends are going at it as okay, frame by frame. Okay, it looks like he's already in pain. Rudiger, Savage is looking very guilty. Look at the face. Look, they're moving. They're moving. Okay. Oh man, just a Falcon elbow. Falcon elbow. Oh.
Dude, no.
Look at that. Look at that.
La vendió. La vendió bien. La vendió bien Rudiger. La vendió bien. Straight up. Straight up. La vendió bien. El árbitro vio el movimiento. The guy sold it. That's part of soccer, honestly.
It really is.
Acting and selling it is part of fucking soccer. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Flopping, whatever you call it in basketball, and you hate to see it in other sports. That's part of fucking soccer, and it's an art.
Yeah.
It's an art. You know who was fucking really great at that? Cuauhtémoc Blanco. Fucking genio en engañar al árbitro.
I mean, he there's a reason why Galileo Montijo was with him. So, actriz de novelas.
Yeah, I mean, if soccer, you got to be good at acting and selling it to the ref, especially in PKs. It's getting tougher now with VAR and all that shit.
But see, again,
but it's still an elbow. You don't throw it. If the ref sees it, it's gonna be a red card, no matter how soft it is.
I mean, honestly, like I was shocked that it was a red card.
Yeah,
I mean,
it happens.
It's the intention, right? Like that's what they say. Like that's the intention of agrediendo, of how do you say that in English? Of
aggravating.
Aggravation. Aggravation was a real. That's a really good game. You know what? That's what the first version of Sorry was. It's called aggravation. You just roll the dice instead of pushing the button in the middle.
Oh.
That's dating me myself.
Interesting shit that I didn't need to know.
I do want to highlight one thing is that the Ago Cam that they had, because again 2-0 against Atletico is nothing to scoff at. Yeah, they had Savage down, but man, it was a good outing. Timo Werner is coming alive and came alive in this second half of the game of the season, especially in Champions League. You know, he actually has the most contributions for goals for Chelsea. Like he's just involved in everything. Werner.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, you want to see that. That's why you signed them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Here we see the reaction of Thiago Silva on the stands of Stamford Bridge. Just cannot contain himself. Just suffering with the team.
You know what? How many times have you been there in the World Cup watching Mexico?
Yes. I mean, yeah, just like suffering, and then boom, the moment where
El choque metió contra Alemania. El choque.
And all the injuries. Look at that. How wholesome is that?
That's not 6 feet apart.
It's not. It's really not.
Not even their mask on.
Oh my god, I'm getting vaccinated whenever this comes out tomorrow.
Bless up. But we do have the quarterfinals of the Champions League set. The draw was made. We have pretty good matchups. Really good matchups.
I am scared.
So, on Tuesday, April 6th, we have the first ones, which are Madrid versus Liverpool. Ooh. It's a rematch from the freaking final Ramos versus Salah.
Yeah, there's no Bale, though. There's no Karius.
This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, le trae ganas, Liverpool.
They
Maybe
both
this is
have
exactly
players
what they were
missing.
They're
they're both not at its best. But they're still top teams. It's a good one. I can't honestly predict who's gonna win it.
I think Liverpool's gonna take this one, just because like they have to get something right. Like they have to get something right this season. They don't have to. I know, but like
I think Madrid advances.
Yeah. By the way, happy birthday to Jackson Wang. It's a cup sleeve event for my sister. It's like K-pop shit.
Oh,
he's pretty.
Happy birthday,
Jackson Wang.
Hey, like, share, and subscribe, Wang.
Yeah, got 7. Sure.
Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and prematurely pick Madrid.
Okay, we're going to get closer to it. Yeah, there's injuries.
Once we get closer, it's a little too early. This game is still in 2 more weeks.
This is an interesting one. Dortmund with Haaland The hottest
anybody
striker.
can beat fucking City,
It's
I
Haaland.
think it's Haaland.
It's just Haaland.
I
Like, not
think
even
it's fucking
Dortmund.
Haaland.
It's Haaland who's gonna take them down. Wouldn't that be some shit? And then Man City buys them next year.
No,
Oh my God.
no,
Oh my
please
God.
don't, please.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I can see it happening. I've mentioned
Replacement?
that before. Haaland going to City.
Replacement for Kun Agüero. Like just a taller,
Aguero,
faster,
Barca.
stronger.
Barca wants Haaland, but man, I'm telling you, anybody can pay this dude whatever amount they want.
Yeah.
It's not just Barca and Barca and Madrid anymore.
So Bayern Munich is going up against PSG. PSG
A rematch of last year's final.
Rematch of last year's final.
Love to see it.
Obviously, PSG, again, very inspired, coming off of destroying Barcelona.
Neymar was actually going to play, I think, right? Huh? Neymar's actually going to play.
Neymar should play. They didn't look like weak. They didn't look like they rolled over against Barcelona at all.
But again, Lewandowski is just the man on fucking fire right now. This is, I think, his fucking like 7th year in a row with 40+ goals in the season. Like, dude, the dude is a fucking machine, man. He can't stop scoring, and you have Sané, who's just assisting and killing it on the wings, and then you have Coman and you have freaking Gnabry still. Their weakest point is their center mid. That is their weakest point now. No more Thiago. Kimmich had to move there.
Yeah.
Goretzka has to step up, and then now they have Pavard on the right back. I mean, their defense is solid. Still a great goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Still a great team overall.
Yeah.
Can they pull it off against PSG though? Is this PSG's year? PSG's motivated.
It's always been is this PSG's year, but look,
it's always City or PSG. They always end up choking it.
It's gonna be watch. They both get knocked out.
If anyone deserves it more than both of them, I think City.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one right now, that I'm like, you know what? Fine, they're overdue. They're treble. They're due this. They've been up there the whole time. It's City.
How cool would it be if it was PSG versus the ELP, as in that Liverpool beats Madrid, Man City beats Dortmund, and Chelsea, future 2021 Champions League winners, go through Porto. That's going to be an exciting game because it's an even match, I think.
I think Chelsea is going up against a more motivated version of Atletico, like a B version of Atletico, but more motivated, which could be dangerous. Like, I don't rule out Porto. Porto is great defensively. They can't score goals, which is what Atletico couldn't do against Chelsea. But, again, Chelsea has the fucking team to pull off some great shit. Yeah. Tuchel's bringing that out of you guys, and it's fucking crazy, dude.
Tuchel is just killing it right now because, honestly, when he came in, I didn't want Lampard out just because of being
It was
Lampard.
the best thing that could have fucking happened to Chelsea.
Like,
straight up.
Like, I can't
God.
say
I'm dropping
otherwise.
too many F-bombs, I'm sorry, but I'm going to drop one later again. An FA Cup talk. But right now, Chelsea, Tuchel, the team, they're the team on fire right now. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think Porto should be a little worried. If I had to predict who advances where, Madrid advances. I'm going to go with City advancing, Chelsea advancing, and Bayern Munich advancing.
That's a good shout. I think this is what I like. I like classic teams in the champions and the, as we call it, the Elite Eight, right?
Yeah,
over here in the States. By the way, NCAA, people have asked me, hey, are you guys doing NCAA challenges? First of all, COVID was going to wreck through everybody's brackets. Second of all, yeah, exactly. Second of all, it takes too long to I mean, not long, it's just like but for everything to go and blow up in the first round, like Syracuse beat San Diego State, but that we'll just leave NCAA talk at that. Speaking of brackets, the Community COVID Shield happened.
Wait. Just quick shout out to Oral Roberts, who is a 15th seed in the Sweet 16.
Oral Roberts, man.
Oral
Everybody's
Roberts.
getting that oral. God bless
But
it.
15th seed in the 16.
Yeah,
16?
no, that's
impressive.
great. That's great.
Impressive.
But yeah, so we do have the Community COVID Shield that happened last week. We went through our quarterfinals.
Yeah.
We are now in the semifinals. If you want to check that action out, I know it was a little, I'm not going to lie, like technology just blew up in my face.
It really did. We were able to pull through it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. It's not. It's just a webcam for us. But I mean, we're minimized either way.
Yeah,
so
no,
you can't even tell.
You really shouldn't be watching us in HD. I mean, check us out. YouTube/2balls at a mic. 217 subscribers. Fantastic.
Love to see it. Thank
but
you
yeah,
guys.
so Mexico is out in our community COVID shield with Cesar. We have Canada being represented with Manchester United in the 90th Minute podcast, who are going to go, who went through the champions of last year in Fairweather podcast in Liverpool. They are going to go ahead and face the Bam Slam podcast with Toronto. Toronto.
2 CONCACAF teams in the semifinals.
Isn't that crazy? And then the other semifinal is going to be Santiago Anton, our friend over in Tijuana, covers Cholos and great stuff with Cholo Lives and Cholo Cholos with the buddy Rudo. He has America, and he's going up against the one and the only. Who's he going up against?
Oh, you forgot.
I
you
literally
forgot.
just blank out.
You started looking at it, like, save me. Who's going? He's going against West End with Tottenham.
Oh, that's right, because we lost.
Yep.
I just blocked that from my memory. Our boy, because you jinxed him.
I guess.
You jinxed them again. You jinxed our team again for the second year in a row. Chiva jinxes our team.
Yes.
Inter, the most dominant
Siempre la
team.
culpa
The
del
most
pinche Chiva.
dominant team.
Chiva
The most dominant team in the whole tournament.
the
One's
same shit
3-0,
everywhere.
and then you just start. All
It's
right.
the same shit everywhere.
Congratulations, Weston. If you guys need your tickets for San Diego Loyal season tickets, check out our buddy Weston.
Yeah.
$50 Amazon gift card is going to be on the line. It might be Canadian dollars. It might be in pesos. It might be in dollars. We just don't know quite yet how that's going to go. Check out on Wednesdays when we are planning to do the live, pending, unless Coach Alex, that's the window. We're going to go ahead and let you guys know. It should be Wednesday at 7 p.m. here on the YouTube channel. Check it out. If you guys are just listening, there's a video component on YouTube, and just watch it. Good stuff.
And that pretty much wraps up Champions League.
It does wrap out Champions League.
So I said I was dropping too many F-bombs, and I'm just going to drop one more. And that is fuck Manchester United, man.
I'm down.
Damn it. Dude, we have everything to be successful, and we lose against Leicester City 3-1.
The FA Cup is not your cup of tea recently.
It's not, and dude, it kills me because Leicester City is such a good fucking team.
They really are.
That's another. I'm sorry, but they're really such a good team. Ian Nacho is just on another level. I've always talked about Tielemans since he's been. Yeah. Oh my God, this kid is crazy good at center mid, crazy good.
Are you gonna say crazy good at soccer?
No, obviously he's crazy good at soccer. He plays pro, but dude, what is it about Leicester City that makes him so good?
I don't know. I will say Fofana.
Chemistry.
I've been on this kid since he was in Lyon, just because I've been aware of him because of buddy
Yeah,
Lyon.
yeah,
I always hear, it's crazy how much talent Lyon creates. It's fucking insane.
When it comes to talent, I guess the top team's Lyon.
Nabil Fekir.
Ajax is another team that
it's just fantastic.
I just saw a stat of Ajax saying there's a kid that's 18 that already has 50 appearances. Another kid that's 17. It's all homegrown talent, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, Man U didn't have their best performance. They did manage to tie it 1-1, and then the second half just completely went to shit on them. Again, Ian Nacho just completely dominating the defenders. Our center backs were too slow for this front line. Ian Nacho and Vardy are way too fast.
It's too quick.
And our center backs were just not able to catch up. Again, we need the hair back. The hair really do. Is a huge, it creates less pressure on the center backs knowing the hair's back there.
Yeah, exactly.
No offense to Henderson, he's a great goalkeeper.
All offense to
him.
Henderson.
Le falta.
Yeah, I mean, this is an important game for FA Cup for Manchester, especially if they are gonna end up in second. Probably third because Chelsea will be second.
No, I think I don't think we'll drop those points.
But even then, hey, silverware is silverware, and when Chelsea win it again, it's gonna be everybody talking it's not the league, it's not this. Silverware is silverware.
So let me ask you this: say Chelsea ends in third behind Man U.
Okay.
Gets to the semifinals in Champions League, but doesn't win it. Right.
Okay.
Doesn't win the FA Cup.
Okay.
or wins the FA Cup.
Okay. Even if they didn't win it and were in third, I know what you're gonna ask. It's a success.
Is who had a better season if Man U wins the Europa League and then the second?
Man U.
Man U had the better season if that happens.
Even and if they win the FA Cup, I think Man U had the better season.
Okay.
Because the thing that makes Tuchel run so good is the fact that he wasn't supposed to do this. Like he was supposed to rebuild, and again, like I said, every time there's a new manager, it just Chelsea just comes back to life.
True.
So
what can we expect from Tuchel next season?
To be fired.
Shit.
To be fired in the middle of the season. Bring Xabi Alonso, who is now the coach at Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah,
I've always thought he'd be a great manager, and I'm excited to see what he does in Germany. But other games in the FA Cup, we had Southampton going through Bournemouth 3-0. They're not the favorites or like any chance of winning. Who knows? Anything happens in the We've seen some crazy stuff in the FA Cup. The clear favorites are City, though. They went through Everton 2-0. Well, the first goal, it was 1-0 through them.
Can they win the treble?
LeBron just sealed it at the end. Can they win the treble? That's what I'm saying.
They really can.
They're long overdue. It's honestly, it's a time where I'm like, you know what? Like, I hate City so much, but ya se les debe.
If anything,
they're
Pep,
an established team already.
Yeah, it's established. They have a play style. Pep is a genius. And
like they have players there. Like, you know what? We used to have David Silva. We used to have Yaya Touré in our team. I'll count that as like, you know what? Ya llevan más de 10, 15 años being dominant.
Like Leicester, like it's their 5th year being relevant, and like 1 or 2 years they were like 12. Yeah. But they really haven't dropped into a relegation zone again or been relegated. Like
no, and they're up there fighting every single season. Then you have Chelsea, who beat Sheffield United.
Goddamn right.
What else is there to say about the FA Cup? The FA Cup is just as exciting as the freaking Champions League for me. That's just for me, though. But really? I like the FA Cup. It's pretty interesting to me.
But yeah, let's go ahead and move it into international because it is kind of slightly
so
like
pre-Olympic
qualifiers.
Mexico is just on another fucking level when it comes to this type of things. Mexico always has the good young international teams, and it's always like the sub-17 que quedó campeón del mundial 2 veces, la sub-23 que ya ganó medalla de oro olímpica.
But yet somehow they don't.
But then somehow those players don't develop in the future and don't help out in the big team. Like that's the problem with Mexico, and I freaking hate it. It's always the same freaking thing. But this team looked a little different though.
Does it now? Thank you.
Loud ass car that just passed by.
It's a motorcycle.
But I mean, there are players that I'm like, you know what? I'm excited to see what they blossom into, like Cordova. I think he's probably the most exciting prospect Mexico has. Next to Macias, who hopefully develops into a better striker than what he is right now. And then you have Alexis Vega. You have players like Antuna. I'm blaming all the Chivas players right now, but
I mean, that's what it is. Chivas is the backbone of the national team, and anybody who's
in that team right now
roots against them is actively rooting against the Mexican national team. But
they play the U.S., which is also being pretty dominant. So they play on Wednesday, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
My first soccer video game was actually Olympic soccer. I'm about to show you the trailer, and you're gonna be like, "What?
What? What are you talking about?"
My first soccer video game before FIFA was something that my grandma bought me at the Swami, thinking it was like fake FIFA.
What?
It was called Olympic soccer.
No way.
Yep. I love this intro.
No way.
It wasn't for the Sega, but for the PS1. Luego el vato sale un vato ahorita like playing soccer. I love this guy. Then he kicks it. He's imagining himself in the Olympics. And at some point, está bien cabrón, güey, you know? I thought this was the shit. I thought this was FIFA. For the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. Yo, this is the shit. I thought this. Look at how far he kicked that. And then he controls it, or he kicks it into an empty net. Oh, the graphics. Did you see that face? Las pecas, güey. Somehow a goalkeeper appeared. My favorite thing about this video game is that you can slide tackle on the goalkeeper whenever you had the ball and you get a red card immediately. It's fantastic. I loved it. Olympic soccer. But yeah, Mexico plays the U.S., right?
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right there.
Yep.
You just witnessed greatness.
They play on Wednesday at 6:30, and it's pretty much like what's qualifying table look like? I think it's group matches. There's 2 groups. Group A is Mexico, U.S., Costa Rica, Dominican Republic. Group B is Honduras, Canada, Salvador, and Haiti. There's a semifinals, which I'm assuming is like the top 2 teams in each group advance,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a final. So I'm assuming the final is going to be Mexico, U.S. eventually.
Yeah. Has to
But I'm not sure who advances to the Olympics. I'm pretty sure 3 teams advance to the Olympics.
be. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. So Mexico, I mean, dude, you just gotta watch their games too. These guys are top notch. There's a goalkeeper from, is it Malagon? From this guy from Necaxa who's pretty good, the goalkeeper, and then there's another goalkeeper from Santos who's in the come up already, and he is on his way. European teams are already looking into him, and Jonathan Orozco actually
The boy.
mentioned that's one of the reasons why he left Santos. He didn't want to interrupt this guy's growth.
Oh, wow.
So that's why he also took that deal for Cholos, apparently. So,
By the way,
is my brother.
The new Mexico jerseys are nice, but Mexico jerseys should be green. The home jersey should be green. Like they have the new
jerseys,
black and pink ones.
I agree with you.
Great, but black should be the third kit. Like that should be the third kit.
Even
like,
the second one, I don't mind the away one, but I agree. Home jerseys needs to be green, white shorts, red socks. Like man, come on. Like I don't mind the black, but still, man. Well, that pretty much is what we have for soccer.
Oh my goodness! Shout out to everything soccer related, but again, we love talking about it. This is an all sports show.
Let's talk some football.
All right, that was annoying.
You're annoying shit.
Not what your mirror says. Anyway, we have NFL. Nothing really happened draft-wise, but there was free agency. There's a lot of movement happening. So right now we're going to go ahead and just talk a little bit of what the hell's been going on, because it's been a crazy offseason. Obviously, the salary cap's going down because of everything. There was no entry fees. There was no anything. Did you know that the NFL made the most money that they've ever made this last season? Even without people in the stands.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Isn't that fucking wild?
That's fucking crazy.
How much money did the NFL make in 2020? And they just signed a $110 billion TV deal with everybody. So it's crazy. Anyway, like they made the most money. It's insane. But yeah,
we have free agency, man. It's been crazy. All these players signing everywhere. I think we're gonna go team by team.
Yeah, I think this is how we're gonna attack it. There's a lot going on, and things like Deshaun Watson. We'll get there. So we're gonna go ahead and go through the AFC East, North, South, West, and same thing with the NFC.
We're probably gonna talk noticeable names, right?
I mean, you're telling me that Matt Hack, punter, signing a 3-year contract with the Buffalo Bills isn't on top of mind, or the MVP, the Nick most valuable player for Nickelodeon, Mitchell Trubisky is now the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. Is it going to be? I don't know.
No, don't even start with that shit.
I don't know.
Don't even start with that.
Josh Allen is going to have some competition.
He's not going to have any
hands.
competition.
Mitchell Trubisky, a very similar quarterback to the style of Josh Allen, a mobile quarterback who has been named the Nickelodeon most valuable player.
I hate you for that right now. He is not replacing Josh Allen.
Did you know that Mitch Trubisky and Josh Allen have the exact same number of MVPs?
Wow.
Insane.
Other notable signings from the Bills is Emmanuel Sanders. He signed a 1-year contract. Adds a little bit of experience, but I don't think that's the weapon that they needed. So we'll see what happens.
Definitely. Tywan Jones. It was a good, serviceable running back because their running back thing, it's just...
The running back is lacking.
Terrible.
Yeah, the running
moving down south into the Miami Dolphins. So Miami has a lot happening. Miami has good capital when it comes to draft picks, but they did get quarterback from the Colts, Jacoby Brissett.
It's not a bad signing.
It's not a bad signing, but they already have Tua.
Yo, it's gonna add competition.
Have you seen Tua?
Why is he looking buff or what?
Yes, he is looking ripped. Let's see if we can find it. BamaHammer.com. I'm gonna need pics. I'm gonna need pictures. I'm gonna need. Let's see if this is true.
Or what?
Apparently, looks thick.
Damn.
I have no. I can't remember Tua. Hey, let's follow. Let's follow number 1 Tua. Look at it. He's all Miami everything. Oh boy, he's gonna be.
Miami lifestyle, boy.
Hey, time out. Let's do this. I've been wanting to do this. He has his DMs open. What do we send here? It's from 2 balls and a mic account to Tua Tagovailoa. Hey Tua. We like how you throw
the
football with your left hand. Do you also eat mashed potatoes with your left hand? We're going to check with Tua and see if we...
Yep,
I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to find...
That's the hard-hitting question right there.
Hard-hitting journalism here at 2 balls and a mic.
Absolutely.
So we also have...
Malcolm Brown from the Rams signed the 1-year deal.
Good year for Malcolm Brown last year with the Rams.
$1.75 million guaranteed. The boy's a millionaire. I think the biggest signing, though, or biggest, like that made the biggest news was Will Fuller.
Yeah. Let's see if he can get through a fucking season, though.
1-year deal, $10.6 million guaranteed, bro. $10.6 guaranteed for Fuller.
If I can be at my job for half of the year and get paid what he does, I'd be very happy. But unfortunately, that's not how these things work. Yeah. There's nothing really. Again, the controversy there is, Jacoby Brissett can be a serviceable backup, but will he be a backup for Tua? Or are they going to move for somebody else? Are they going to move for another number 1 starting quarterback? There's still some out there.
Everyone was surprised with Cam Newton re-signing with the Patriots.
So let's talk about the Patriots, because the Patriots are making moves. So everybody else has 1, 2, no. Cam Newton signing a 1-year deal, re-signing. He gets a full season under Bill Belichick. He knows what he's getting himself into. It's not a shortened season anymore, shortened off season. He knows what he's getting. He got re-signed for a reason. I really don't think Bill Belichick's just signing him for anything. However, throwing a Deshaun Watson in there.
Wow.
Deshaun Watson with Cam Newton, that dual threat.
Do they have the cap seats for
it's. I believe they still do. Because I still have some good capital when it comes to drafts.
They're making some crazy moves.
Nelson Aguilar.
I think this one's a little too hyped up. I think he's getting a little overpaid.
Yeah.
He had a good season with the Raiders, but again, I don't think he's the guy that Cam needs to help him be successful.
Bill Belichick had a front row seat as Nelson Aguilar, the Philadelphia Eagles, led by Nick Foles, beat them in the Super Bowl. He actually played really well in that Super Bowl. Kendrick Bourne coming on is also good. This one, though, tight end Hunter Henry signing over. Now they have two elite tight ends with Jonnu Smith.
After signing Jonnu Smith.
This is going to be insane because Bill Belichick likes to build his team from the middle, going outwards, and in the middle signing the Trent Brown and 2 good tight ends. It's just going to be mayhem. Poor AFC East because they thought finally the Patriots are gone. That's it. They breathe a sigh of relief.
Papa Brady's coming for you, Tom. Papa Brady's coming for Tom.
Papa Brady?
No, Papa Belichick, my bad.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, man. You know what? You make mistakes. I make mistakes.
Jalen Mills also.
Nick Folk sacked?
Yes, Nick Folk.
Yeah, Jalen Mills was actually a pretty good
Moving into the New York Jets, running back Josh Adams re-signed. Great.
I think the biggest one here is Corey Davis coming off the Titans.
Yeah.
He had a pretty good season with them.
He had an alright season. Like he wasn't supposed to. He's still not at the potential where he's supposed to be.
No.
But again, we're not here to really talk about the Jets. AFC North, moving up north, the Baltimore Ravens, still a potent offense when it comes to big name transfers, big name trades or signings, free agent signings. Not that much. Again, offensive guard. If we want to talk about guards and stuff, Neta, I'm finding out the names of these guys as we're here. Yeah. But look, if a guy named Kevin Zeitler gets $22 million, God bless him. Yeah. Tyus Bowser, fantastic. $27 million. $12 million guaranteed. Cincinnati Bengals, they re-signed backup quarterback Brandon Allen because they do still have Zach, el otro vato, as a quarterback because the boy is injured.
Mm-hmm. Yep, magic boy.
He's not going to come back for a while. Saying it's a terrible knee injury with Joe Burrow and his condition. The Bengals lose AJ Green. They did lose AJ Green. We don't know. We'll check it out. The Cleveland Browns. Rashard Higgins is a good serviceable wideout to re-sign. Malik Jackson, defensive tackle is good. But here, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they re-sign. I don't think they have it on here.
Juju?
They re-sign Juju and
Big Ben.
Big Ben is coming back.
Yeah, they need
That's
to
a
put
mistake.
Big Ben for something.
They need to put down Big Ben is what they need to do. Big Ben just needs to quit.
Shout out to Juju for being loyal to Pittsburgh, taking a pay cut. He could have gotten paid anywhere else.
It was a super clickbait. I think it was Rappaport who reported it first. He was like, former Steelers wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster resigns with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a good one.
The absolute ass fire that is happening. They have signed two quarterbacks, Ryan Finley and Tyrod Taylor. Neither of those are named Deshaun Watson because they're not shipping him out. They're still saying he's staying. If he does, pobrecito Tyrod Taylor. They do also sign old Mark Ingram. And this one is actually pretty good. Philip Lindsay.
That's a good signing. Philip
Lindsay is really good and underrated. He got put in the back burner when Melvin Gordon went to the Broncos. And got himself a couple of DUI. Oh, look, Dante Moncrief. I really liked Dante Moncrief when he was back with the Colts.
DUI is what you're going to say.
It did. But no, big moves happening, I guess, by the Houston Texans. What's going to happen with Deshaun Watson? He has civil lawsuits in and out, everywhere, out of his ass. Well, sure. But yeah, who knows exactly where he's gonna be end up going. The Indianapolis Colts.
That Colts. They got your boy.
Actually,
they got your boy.
Before we go to the Colts, and this is gonna be an interesting division. We have field reporter Ian Rappaport, an exclusive for Two Balls and a Mic. Hey, Ian.
No.
What do you think? This
was in the Pat McAfee show.
Hey, Ian, personal friend Ian Rappaport. You can find him at Rap Sheet on Twitter. What are your thoughts about anybody else being buzzed away from Deshaun Watson and trying to sign him over, even amidst all these allegations in a civil suit of misconduct?
That's a very specific question.
I know I've spoken to a couple of teams where this has not deterred them.
Oh, really? I mean, it'd be interesting to hear what teams would be there and why. Like, why would they still go forward? Ian, what would you say?
In trying to get Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about, Ian.
Like, I don't know if people...
I know you don't. Just say it.
People thought they'd go, oh, all right, I guess he's staying. But, like, I haven't got that sense. Like, some teams who are interested in him are still very much interested in him.
What teams could that be? Ian, let me know an exclusive on the Pat McAfee show that the Bears are still interested. But again,
the Raiders have the cap room.
The Raiders have the cap room. The Patriots, bro. It can still happen. It can still happen. Deshaun Watson is a mission, or he could just be forced to stay.
But let's go back to the coach real quick.
Neta,
Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz. You guys are paying him how much to play for another team? Like $50 million?
Yeah, I mean,
you guys are paying this guy $50 million to play
to win a Super Bowl with Indianapolis. Indianapolis is going to win a Super Bowl.
That is insane. If you guys are not the stupidest fucking franchise.
What? You were saying this whole time, it's going to be the Carson Wentz shot. Oh, I see. Carson Wentz goes to another team, and he's the second coming of Ginger Jesus. Like,
absolutely.
I hate you. I hate you. So
I've always said Carson Wentz is a top 5 QB in this league.
So is Carson Wentz going to do better than Matthew Stafford?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean,
with all the bias in the world.
So he's top 5. So you're saying Matthew Stafford is going to be top 4.
Matthew Stafford is a math genius. I don't know if you knew that. And this guy with his math skills is going to kill it. It lets him read plays faster. The math just helps him everywhere.
Carson Wentz is going to be so comfortable. He's hunting deer up in Indianapolis. It's where he's supposed to be. He gave his all for 5 years for Philadelphia. Got the team to the Super Bowl.
Carson Wentz, I'm glad you left. You got mistreated at the Eagles.
He really did. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Not by the fans, but
Jacksonville Jaguars. Carlos Hyde still playing.
Wow.
Great. Philip Dorsett.
Marvin Jones. Pretty. If you're in fantasy 3 wide receiver league, he's a player that you might have.
That's crazy. They got Dorsett.
Mm-hmm.
They got Jones. They got Dede. Westbrook. They got El Otro. There's another wide receiver for
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark. Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty stacked.
This is going to be the Sunshine-led Jacksonville Jaguars, probably, with the Trevor Lawrence and new head coach Urban Meyer. So that'll be very interesting to see. The Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans are just that team that are on the fringe.
They signed Shaquille Griffin, too. It's a 3-year, $44.5 million deal. He's a really good quarterback.
Oh, Shaquille Griffin. Oh, yeah. For the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mm-hmm. The Jaguars are going to be a good team next year in a division that's going to be really interesting and should go to the Indianapolis Colts. But again, every year this team gets overlooked by me specifically too. The Titans. Derrick Henry, I never want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he always proves it wrong, except when it comes to in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Wide receiver Josh Reynolds. Oh boy, your core of wide receivers is. But he's going to be replaced by Deshaun Jackson. But definitely the Titans are looking pretty much the same. I mean, they're going to be a good team. Moving into the AFC West, the Broncos, not a lot happening. Cornerback Ronald Darby going over from the Eagles on a $30 million deal that includes 19.5 guaranteed cash. But again, nothing going on over there as far as quarterbacks. I guess they're going to go ahead and run with Rap God over there.
Oh, Melvin Gordon?
No, the quarterback.
Oh, Luck.
Drew Luck.
Yeah, that video's pretty dope.
It is pretty dope, not going to lie. Cool. Kansas City, the runners-up of the Super Bowl last year.
Patrick Mahomes actually took a look at his contract and edited it so they could have, I believe, like $7 million extra in cap space, which is what they needed.
I mean,
that's leadership.
Yeah, that's what Tom Brady did.
He said, you know what? Take $7 million off my $500 million. It's fine. I don't really need those $7 million. Change.
That's gonna get taken away in taxes anyway at some point.
Right.
Also in news, offensive guard Kyle Long unretires and joins the Kansas City Chiefs. That's gonna be huge. They also signed a defensive end named Taco. Chiefs have a guy named Taco Charlton. Shout out.
My favorite player
Chiefs.
now.
The Las Vegas Raiders. This is what I've been saying. The Las Vegas Raiders are going to be dangerous in their second year in Las Vegas.
They are, but they gave up 2 of their best O-line.
They did. And is that a move because they're going to want to get somebody else that's a little bit more mobile in the pocket than Derek Carr? Could that be where Deshaun Watson goes?
Russell Wilson's a big one.
Russell Wilson is still a big one. I think Russell Wilson's going to stay.
I like this signing, Kenyon Drake. He's a good, solid running back.
Coming over from
I think they're trying to do that whole Cleveland Browns teams with Nick Chubb and what's his name, Kareem Hunt. They're trying to have that duo star running backs that can both run the ball really, really well. They signed John Brown, who's a great receiver. He's a
Good
great
receiver,
pickup.
yeah.
You already have Henry Ruggs. You don't have Aguilar anymore, but you still got freaking Darren Waller.
Yannick Ngakoue is a good signing for the defensive end position. This is going to be a big test because, again, this is, what, year 4 or 5 of, knock on some wood if you're with me, John Gruden. Watch Hard Knocks.
Third year.
Third year of 10, so we'll see how that goes. The Los Angeles Chargers let go of a tight end and receive a pretty serviceable tight end. They let go of Hunter Henry. I would remember the day that they drafted Hunter Henry. He's talking about his great hand. That's going to be fantastic for the Patriots, but the Chargers do have former Saint and former Raider.
Is not a bad.
He's not a bad signing. He's very serviceable, good hands, and that's where Mr.
What?
Quarterback John Herbert is going to be Herbie. I'm trying to figure out his nickname. Corey Lindsley signing 5 years, $62.5 million as a center. Center is a very important position.
Yeah.
And if you get paid in there, that means that you are elite. Michael Badgley, kicker, fantastic. Talking about it. Going into the NFC, the big news for the Dallas Cowboys is quarterback Dak Prescott signing a 4-year, $160 million contract. Has a max value of $164 million, includes $126 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
So Dak stays.
Getting paid.
Coming off a gruesome, horrific.
Is he gonna come back look better than ever? Is he gonna come back worse? Who knows?
I mean, apparently, see, this is a contract that pays Dak for what he's done for his service in the back. I don't think Jerry is too convinced about him because it took too long for him to pay him. And even then, like, I don't know. I don't think the confidence is fully there. Like, it would have been a bad look and a worse look if they didn't sign Dak Prescott back and, it would have gotten the fans upset. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting if Dak Prescott is able to come back and really, be a mover and a shaker. I hope, like, they're...
We have Dak Prescott
look at
joining us
this.
from Dallas, looking strong so far. What's your secret?
My new Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Total game changer.
Wait, maybe you should buy that bed.
What if I sleep hot?
And I sleep cold.
No problem.
Yeah, those are symptoms of COVID.
So couples can
Look at
sleep
him.
better together.
Look at him sleeping.
Fall asleep faster. It cinches your
Look at that. That's a millionaire right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, other than that, the Cowboys have not really making any other big moves because they already wasted all their cap space on paying Zeke and Cooper way too much money.
Exactly. So, here's the thing. This team is in a division that was the most competitive division last year in the NFC East. It was a complete dumpster fire all the way up and down.
Technically, yeah.
They did sign a CJ Goodwin. Sure. Good on CJ. God bless you. But the New York Giants are looking a little scary. The New York Giants are that team that have been improving little by little, week by week, since Daniel Jones got there. Saquon Barkley getting injured halfway through the season or early in the season last year was a huge blow to them. But now they're getting everybody back. Running back Devontae Booker signing on for 2 years, but the big one has to be coming over from the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, Kenny Golladay, dude. That's a great...
Yikes.
He's a dangerous receiver, man.
Yikes. It's not going to be pretty. And Kyle Rudolph, man.
He's solid tight end, man. Solid tight end for the Vikings.
But yeah, it's going to be... I think this is the
question's
team,
it's gonna fall on what's his name?
Mike Judge?
No,
Mike Judge.
freaking
King of the Hill.
the QB.
Danny Jones. Dimes, bro. Danny Dimes.
It's gonna fall on him. He's not a bad quarterback, and he's proven it. Like, honestly, the boy can run. He's fast as fuck.
He really is. This is just sad. Howie, what are we doing? Like, free agency.
You guys are bound to be the worst.
DT Hassan Ridgeway agreed to terms on a new deal. Safety Andrew Adams agreed to terms to a new deal. Safety Anthony Harris signed a 1-year deal for $5 million.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know this.
Super Bowl winning team for 2021-2022 season.
Washington football team's making moves. They signed Ryan Fitzmagic on a 1-year, $10 million deal.
I can't, man. Just because I love Fitzpatrick and I love rooting for Fitzpatrick. But why, Ryan? Why? Why? He does replace an injured Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins, who did terrible there. Ron Rivera, Riverboat
Dwayne Haskins,
Ron,
who's in Pittsburgh now.
He's in Pittsburgh. Riverboat Ron taking over last year was fantastic. The best thing that can happen to this organization. Any other person, this organization would be just bloop, 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 just sinking to the bottom.
They signed Curtis Samuel, who had a great season last year. 3-year deal, $34.5 million.
Yeah,
it's not a bad signing.
Thank Teddy Bridgewater for his outstanding play for that. Obviously, Curtis Samuel still playing really good. Lamar Miller coming off, former Miami Dolphin, former. He didn't play for the Dolphins. Did he?
Lamar Miller?
Before the Houston Texans.
I forgot who. No, I mean he played last season with Washington.
Did he ever play?
Bears? The Bears?
No. What?
Oh no.
Why are they? What? All right, cool. Lamar Miller.
Whatever.
God bless you, Lamar Miller. He was supposed to win me last year, but oh yeah, he did play with the Dolphins. Damn, hell yeah.
Good memory. Then we have the Chicago Bears.
Timeout.
What?
Lamar Miller went from the Dolphins to the Texans till 2019, then to the Patriots to 2020 to 2020. Then it was the Bears from 2020 to 2020, and now he's okay. That's wild. Okay,
I think the Patriots dropped them.
Interesting. I can see that happening.
But the Bears, man, they signed Andy Dalton on a 1-year, $10 million contract as well.
Did you see that meme of the Wheel of Fortune
I did not.
guy? Andy Dalton. So pretty much, there was rumors that they were going to get a quarterback. They got rid of Mitch Trubisky. And then everybody was like, all right, cool. Like, who is this guy? There's Russell Wilson. He's available. And then they posted this this picture of a Wheel of Fortune puzzle.
Russell Wilson.
And saying,
Wilson.
Russ thinking it's Russell Wilson or Russ Wilson. But L space O-N spells Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I'd be very much disappointed if Andy Dalton came up, if I was expecting a Russell Wilson. So Andy Dalton was like, he owned it. He was like, fuck it. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be the starter. I'm going to be this. That's what he said over in Dallas. That didn't end up happening. But apparently, according to our buddy Ian Rappaport, the Bears are still in the running for Deshaun Watson. They do franchise tag Allen Robinson, who is an incredible weapon who is not used. And it's not, pobrecito, he needs to get out of there.
Yeah, that's what they tagged him. Anyways, we had Jared Goff on a trade with the Lions. He's no longer a QB at the Rams. He's now with the Lions. And Matthew Stafford went over to the Rams for a lot of picks.
What a goddamn upgrade, man. I think Jared Goff is going to do all right. He's not going to do too bad over there.
Think so too,
but even then, this is the rebuild phase for the Lions. The Lions have not won a playoff game since I've been alive. They also sign Jamal Williams, running back, Rashad Perriman, Tyrell Williams.
And Michael Brockers winning the deal, which it's funny because he had said, oh, yeah, the Rams getting getting rid of Goff is like it's an upgrade. And now he had to apologize to Goff because he's back.
Because he's back with him as a teammate. That's crazy.
Imagine living in LA, your best life, playing great football with the top dominant team, and now you're living in fucking cold ass Detroit.
I mean, if I was in a cold ass place, I wouldn't mind being Aaron Jones, who re-signed a 4-year contract worth $48 million.
Very true.
Playing with discount double check Aaron Rodgers. That's pretty much what they've been doing in the offseason. I think right now they're working on restructuring Aaron Rodgers' contract so they can make more cap space and make a little bit more moves. But the Green Bay Packers not really known for signing a lot of free agents.
True.
But yeah. And staying with the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North, again, there's not a lot of name brand moves here. So that's a really... O-lineman Rashad Hill re-signed for a 1-year, $2,377,500 deal. That's a very specific number. Going into the NFC South, looking at the Atlanta Falcons, who were an absolute dumpster fire last year, haven't made that many more moves. Lee Smith, tight end, I guess, acquired. Sure, good job. Carolina, though. Another team that is interested in Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson is, I believe, from Carolina. They want to bring him back home. Last year, they had Teddy Bridgewater, who absolutely lit it up. I think he deserves to stay there, but it is still in a rebuild phase. There was questions about if you're going to send McCaffrey over to the Texans, and the Texans will send you over Deshaun Watson just because it's generational talent. But running backs aren't worth that much anymore, just because.
Even though they play a huge role in the team.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But moving down, obviously, Drew Brees retiring after so many years in the Bayou, after starting his career here in San Diego, breaking his collarbone, then his shoulder.
I'm upset that they're missing a big signing here, which is super stupid. Taysom Hill.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Big ass contract. 4 years, and he was $240 million, I think.
Isn't that crazy?
For 2 games of him throwing the goddamn football.
And running around too. Like, he runs around a lot. So I guess.
Would you pay him that much, not knowing what he really is capable of?
If Sean Payton sees it, I
over Jameis Winston, who just got eye surgery and haven't given him a chance to show what he truly can do without being blind.
I mean, he did re-sign with the Saints, so I think he knows and he thinks he can take this team somewhere, because I mean they still have Michael Thomas, one of the best wide receivers in the game.
If I'm Michael Thomas, I'm looking for a trade next season.
They also sign non-running back wide receiver / running back Ty Montgomery. They do have Alvin Kamara, and man, I just thought of Alvin Kamara and Melvin and Ingram that one season. Both of them were just amazing in fantasy. Moving into the champions, les champions.
They brought the whole band back together.
Everybody's back. Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski, everybody is back.
Godwin
That's
got
just
the tag.
Ryan Suckup, look, great. $12 million for a kicker. Fantastic. Good on the champions. I think they have a chance to go back to back.
That's the best job ever, dude, being a kicker.
I would assume.
That's the best job ever.
And then now moving into the NFC West with the Arizona Cardinals, who have been doing smart moves, it seems.
AJ Green. So you have Fitzgerald, viejito, AJ Green, viejito, Hopkins, top talent, and then
you got Kyler Murray slinging that ball, moving around in the pocket.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. They might go ahead and want to get.
And the other big one was J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt. Isn't that crazy? Reuniting with DeAndre Hopkins.
Makes sense.
That should tell you something that's going on in Texas. If 2 of your players meet up somewhere else or just leave that one place, it's a common denominator that something's going up.
So a team that's not even a Super Bowl contender.
Right.
Like, crazy.
Like J.J. could have gone he could have been in Tampa Bay. He could have been in Tampa Bay.
Straight up.
Your team, obviously, with a big quarterback move, Matthew Stafford being acquired in the trade.
Just got Deshaun Jackson today.
And Deshaun Jackson coming in today.
And Floyd resigned, which is, I think, a little overpaying.
Leonard Floyd.
He had a really good season last year.
Yeah, exactly. It's a commodity at this point.
Yeah.
The San Francisco 49ers rounding out the NFC West. Kyle Juszczyk, serviceable utility back, re-signing for $27 million, a 5-year contract. Trent Williams also re-signing for a 6-year, $138 million contract. These numbers are just astronomical. Like, give me like 20,000. Wow, Jason Verrett still playing. Injury man himself. Jason Verrett, former corner for the San Diego Chargers. $5.5 million. Good job on him. And then obviously Russell Wilson, first name Russell, last name Wilson. Chris Carson joining back with Russell Wilson in the Seattle Seahawks. That's going to be a very interesting division.
It bothers me that the kicker of Tampa Bay gets paid almost the same as Chris Carson.
Ryan Suckup, isn't that crazy? Well, I mean, that's what happens when you win a Super Bowl.
Straight up.
You win a Super Bowl, and
They got Gerald Everett off the Rams. I mean, good tight end. I kind of like him more than Higbee, but Higbee also can create damage.
And that's NFL talk once again. Isn't that crazy?
Felt great.
I
felt great.
Oh man, that was fantabulous. But yeah, I think
Tom Brady get a back-to-back Super Bowl?
I really think there's a chance that he can, and he's going to be the first one to do it since he did it, which is insane us all. But definitely want to go ahead and say thank you guys for joining us on episode 60. I love just round numbers for our episodes. Episode 60. It's been 60 episodes in a row, 60 back to back to back. Just thank you guys for supporting us. Check us out on Two Balls and a Mic on Twitter and on Instagram at
and
Two
then
Balls
shout out to
and
our
a Mic.
sponsors, Tacos El Vaquero on 3rd Avenue, right in front of 3 Point Tails.
100%.
And our mechanic. What's it called?
Our mechanic. Shout out to PB European and Imports over in Pacific Beach. You can go ahead and find him. Shout out to Coach Alex. Shout out Coach. Oh, wow. Another Coach Alex.
And sometimes they call me Alex.
But you hate it. You hate being called Alex.
I know.
Shout out to everybody who's been helping us out, listening to our episodes. Shout out to the locals, the Loyal Locals podcast. I've been doing awesome. We have some tickets to announce for the San Diego Loyal. We're going to give out two tickets to every single home game. We've talked about it a little bit, but we're going to get more in depth as soon as that schedule comes out.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be waiting to hear all about San Diego Loyal and 1904's match on Sunday. So we'll tell you what we hear in our next episode. Thank you,
Bye, guys.
Shout out.
Let's do this.